Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mama J. My boys gave me that name as I became mom, so I've used that for my painting handle and for this channel. My videos are working on YouTube. They're posting correctly, but they're posting funny on Facebook. I actually have a big black band across the top and a big black band across the bottom when I post it. So I'm still working on the cinematography of all of this. I'm very new to the posting online and doing my own personal videos. I used to work in marketing and I did a lot of tutorials, training tutorials for software companies, and all of that was done on the computer, not on my phone. And so it was very easy to upload videos and do everything and edit the software and stuff on my computer. But now I'm doing this video capturing with my phone. And so if you guys know any tips or tricks, send them my way. I'll also look online and see if there's any helpful hints I can get on how to make that video show up better on Facebook. For YouTube though, it's looking wonderful, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Today, as I mentioned yesterday, we're going to be putting our Lego character in the cloud, and we're going to add the cross to the painting, and I've decided to add it to the back of the dragonfly. So we've got our hot glue gun over here, and it's just warming up now, so it'll take a little bit of time to warm up. So we'll give that some time, and while we're waiting for that to heat up, I would like to address the sides of my painting. So if you take a look here, it's a raw edge. I did paint the entire canvas yellow to start because I didn't want to start with just a blank white canvas. Sometimes it helps if you're stuck and you're not ready to paint yet and you don't know quite what you want to make. Don't start with a white canvas. Just grab a color, anything from your palette, and paint the canvas. Just don't start with a white canvas. Put a base color down and then go with that. So that's what I did with this one. I started with yellow. Yellow is Hope's big brother's favorite color when he was little. So that's why I chose yellow to start with. It's also very bright, very cheerful. So I wanted the background and the vibe of this whole painting to be bright and cheerful, even though it was a very sad time for me in my life. So on the edge, you can actually tape the edge off. If you tape the edge off, you don't end up with this overpaint on the edge. So that's an option you could do. You could tape it, or I'm just going to go back and paint it. I'm thinking about how this is going to look in my room where I'm going to hang it. I was thinking I would do just a white border and take that back to the original white. Most of my paintings I've done a black edge. So I've painted pretty much everything I painted through college was all with a black edge after I was finished. But today I'm going with this fluorescent pink. I'm just really drawn to the bright color right now. You can always change this later. You're the artist. It's your creation. So if you find, that you pick a color that you're not too keen on and you want to change it after the fact, it's your painting. I mean, go for it. Do what you want to do. Looks like I've got some dried paint on there I want to get rid of. And then this color, and I'm looking at these, I've been calling them translucent, but this is actually called transparent. So I've been looking at the back of the colors and seeing what they're calling this. So they call this one transparent, and you can see the square is completely unfilled. And then here it's half filled, and they call that semi-opaque. So the one we were doing earlier is called semi-opaque. And then this one where it's completely filled in, they're calling that one opaque. Opaque. Okay, so that's, I was just using a different terminology, but that's what they're calling it. So this transparent, and as you can see here, it really does show the lighter pink through. So if I want it to cover up some of these colors on the side, if I want to cover up this, I might need to add, like I said, some opaque color. And again, it depends on what you want to make, what you want it to look like, what colors you want to go for. really make this your own painting. And today, since I'm going to do an edge, I'm going to use a bigger paintbrush. And I'm just going to go in here and mix it. I'm going to mix it with my brush. I'm not even worried about using a palette knife or anything right now. That's not where my concern is. I'm just going to be covering up the corners. As you can see, it kind of really dulled out my hot pink and made it just more of a light baby pink, which is really nice. Okay, and so I'm just going to cover the edges. I really just want to bring this yellow off the edge and just give it more of a finished edge on the side, and remove the yellow and add a little bit of some kind of a border color for me. So that's what I'm going for right now. It's just when it hangs on the wall and I see it from the side, I want it to have a different look along the edge. And I'm going to go across this with several different layers. So I'm going to really hide the green and the blues from the sky. And yes, I do know there is green in my sky. Really liking that brighter edge instead of the dark black edge that I did with all the other paintings I did in school. Now I think my hot glue gun is warmed up, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to glue on our last 2 remaining pieces. Okay, so we've got our little Lego baby, which I actually love this little guy. He's so cool. Add a bit of hot glue to the back of him, and he's just going to be right here by the E. In the cloud. And now we're going to add her father's cross to the dragonfly. Oh, that's not working. Okay, so the metal's super cold and it just, wow, it cooled off the glue so fast. Let's see if we can get on there a bit faster. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I'll do one more pass at the edges once it's dry to give it a little bit more of an opaque cover. Because right now you can see a little bit of the darker sky where I painted over the edge. You can see a little bit of that through the pink. So I'll be fixing that up. But other than that, this is my finished work. I did find the veil from the wedding veil. I did find the white mesh, so I can sew that on. I can put that on just a few places and have the white veil on the end. So I'll do a final photo for you so you can see what it looks like and hang it on the wall so you see what it looks like in the presented picture. Or I could do one more video where I actually add the veil and add the stars in the background. I could do one more video. Okay. So I'll do that. And again, I'm working on trying to fix this Facebook issue with my cinematography. So bear with me as I work through the ins and outs of this new channel and sharing process, video uploading onto social media platforms. But I thank you for following and watching my show, my video. Take care and keep painting.